All right, what is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back. I messed it up. How's it going, guys? We are back to continue along on our One Piece adventure together with episode 257. 257 today, and as the title says right underneath, this is a watch along. This is not a reaction, so there will be no audio or video here on the channel, anywhere on the screen. I'm not playing along with the Demon Cat and his high propensity for copyright claims. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. We are just going to watch this episode together. This video is a companion piece. This is not something that is, I guess, really worth watching on its own. If you want something of mine worth watching on its own, then maybe go watch any of the old video games that I play. Right now I'm playing through, both for the Game Boy Advance, I'm playing Mega Man Battle Network, which I just finished playing like 10 minutes ago, and Golden Sun: The Lost Age, the sequel to the original Golden Sun. And on Sunday nights, I've been playing through Fire Emblem 1 for the NES. Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, I think. Yes, that's the name of it. And I should be close to halfway through that game. So, yeah. If you want anything that's actually worth watching, go watch those. This is, like I said, this is a companion piece video. This is for us to watch through the show together. You know, Legend of Zelda. It's dangerous to go alone. Sometimes for a journey that is going to be like 1,500 episodes total, sometimes all you really need is a friend. That's all you need. And that's what I'm here for. I am here to be your old buddy and old pal. But yeah, guys, we are here for episode 257, and last time the crew was on Rocket Man, and they were headed towards Ennie's lobby, and, yeah, they were on their way, and what did we see last episode? I'm not gonna lie, right now, other than I remember seeing the train, be real rickety, and them manage to get onto the tracks, which, accelerated everything. I remember the whole launch thing, but I can't really remember what happened with the rest of the episode. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we saw any Sanji. What did we see? Holy hell. I don't know why I can't remember anything about last episode. You know what? While I'm here on screen, I think that's what I'm going to do real quick, though. I think I'm just going to hit, let me just 256, and let me just do, a little through the episode and just remind myself what I forgot. Okay, so yeah, we got Rocket Man. More Rocket Man. Oh yeah, the little flashbacks between Frankie and Iceberg, showing how after all that time they were still just brothers. Oh yeah, then the end it was Paulie, Frankie's crew, and the Straw Hats all working together. So, yeah, it actually seems like last episode was a whole lot of nothing happening, but a lot of exciting nothing, if you know what I mean. So, cool. Now that I know I didn't really miss much of anything, let's get started with episode 257, guys. So, we're just going to get it started. And, yeah, I'm really, really hoping to see Sanji this episode, because I didn't get to see him last episode, and I need some kicking feats, if you know what I mean. 3, 2, 1, start. break on through to the other side. And Kokoro's just getting slammed. Mugiwara-san! I like these guys. They just seem like real homies, you know what I mean? Anybody remember Homies? Anyone old enough? Mid-2000s? We have... Okay. The episode paused. It's pausing again. It's going. I decided to go with you guys. The enemy took your friend away. Is also the culprit who tried to kill Iceberg Sun. I don't know why we got the loading snake there for like 2 quarter seconds. Oh yeah, they were headed right for a... Weren't they headed right for a big wave? Squad up! I like hearing how about business Luffy is right now. Ever since he broke through those buildings, he's been a little more... Looks like they're going to blast through some of the waves, like, you know, break the surface tension. Give the train a path to start cutting through. You're underage. Knock it off. My man. What's Sanji doing? Beating ass, it looks like. Bro, the last thing you want to see on a train is a bunch of people beat the fuck up. Because it's a train. There is not really anywhere for you to escape, nor is there anywhere for the person who did all the ass beating to leave to. So they're really left with only a couple options. And one of those options is to continue beating your asses. So, yeah, that would not be a very pleasant sight to walk into. Not gonna lie. That would, in fact, be real shit. Don't worry why I'm hunched over. The grown-ups understand what's going on. All right, now we got an extra little smacky ready for the mid-credits, for the commercial break. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Smash the Wave, Luffy and Zoro use the strongest combo. Ooh. Doesn't sound like who I wanted to see is going to be the highlight, but you know, if I can't have Sanji, I'll have Zoro and Luffy as well. I know Zoro and Luffy are often referred to as the wings of the Pirate King, and I like them both pretty evenly. What the fuck is this? Okay. So T-Bone is cool. I like T-Bone. He looks fucking terrible. I was going to say terrible and terrifying all at the same time. Tries to speak so heroically, but he looks the way he does. Sanji's speaking outside. He is. Oh. Actually, there's two idiots. That didn't do cock and balls. You're not going to make a dent in the wave. All you have to do is just break the surface tension right as the train's about to touch. We got the triple. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, we still have a different voice actor for Chopper, or voice actress. Bro, neither of you two are supposed to be on here. You can... Is Sanji even going to care? Oh, wait, no. Sanji's going to hear this, and he's going to go into ultra chivalrous mode. All right. I'm not sure what they're going to do. He's like, oh, I got to take the head off for this one. Whoop. We'll fire a cannon. What's 108 times 2? 216. I like the old school 3D animation. Oh, is that just to say how many pounds for Zoro to use, even though it's just a name? I don't even know how that attack of theirs just worked together. All right. Commercial break is done. There it is. Some trippy ass shit, though, honestly. Damn. That was smooth. That is a fucked up roller coaster right there. Right through the wave. Kokoro's so happy. Her being happy is the thing that like makes me happiest right now. That's a pretty cool shot with the two of them, one after the other. Polly looked like a whole different character right there. Yes, I've seen edits of what Garp does in the modern era of the show. Yeah, I wonder where Luffy got it from. I also know the real name of his devil fruit. The business know me. Where he has an unstoppable ability where he puts all 10 toes down and stands on it. Yeah, if you have the two of them right there, what the fuck do you gotta even worry about? Swoop. That was awesome. He just got the shit kicked out of him for that. Not really for that, just for no reason, actually. Usopp doesn't want to hear his voice. What would you do if it were you? Zoro cares. He cares so much. What the fuck does Frankie want to ask? Oh, and it just hit me. Obviously, Usopp heard it too. Usopp and Frankie both would have heard it. She took the fall. The guitar strum. The most anime thing Sanji could ever do. Mr. Eyebrow. Bro, you could just say I'm sorry. That's the thing. But will it matter that you actually left the crew? Just keeps off tearing more and more of his fucking cape. What the fuck is going on here? Ooh, you should not look up there. Oh, I saw the mask. The fucking music. That's awesome. Oh, look at you with your fucking deeper voice now. So this is when Soge King is born. To be continued. That's awesome. All right, well, it makes sense because, regardless of what Usopp says, I know better after 250 episodes. He is not going to just let Robin take the fall in that way when it was to bail him out and to keep him safe. Obviously, he's not sure how to approach the crew yet. I guess this is the benefit of being a little bit older, but you realize that, especially when you have homies, like real homies, all you have to really say is, I'm sorry, and that's it. Like, just say, I was going through, especially with the Mary, I was projecting a bit of my own insecurity onto the situation. Might be, coach. I shouldn't have done that. What you said was bogus. When Luffy started saying if you could just go. But I should not be projecting my own nonsense onto what's going on. The two aren't connected. You weren't throwing the Mary away. That's all Usopp has to say. And at this point, after Frankie showing him the damage, he has to know as well. And it's just, I guess, what are the... Luffy and Usopp are both, 16-ish, I think? Because I think they're the same age, and I think they're 16 and then 19 after the time skip. So, yeah, Usopp's just a 16-year-old kid, and, I have the benefit of being more than twice that age now. Yeah, for real, most times you can actually just apologize to your friends. And that doesn't always mean that they're going to say, all's fine, hunky-dory, chum. Luffy would. But, that's a start to mending a lot of relationships. And it really is just that simple. And I don't know exactly how Usopp is going to get his way back onto the crew. I know he's going to join the crew as this alter ego of his. But, I mean, once he's done with it, I'm going to assume it's going to go to the end of the arc. I'll be interested to see how he finally makes that headway. Because, that's really what he's got to do. He's just got to say he's sorry. That's it. And, it's funny because I have a younger cousin like that where, the last time we got into a fight, my younger cousin he's a case. He grew up idolizing two of my older cousins. Specifically, they were brothers, specifically the older brother. And because they were from the city, he always acted how he thought he should act in order to, impress them because they were from the city. And my cousin wasn't. He was just a little suburban kid. But that tendency carried on, farther into his life to where he ended up getting mixed in with the wrong people over the years. because, he was always trying to impress those kinds of people. And, my cousins aren't even like that. But, it was the image of them that he had growing up. And I remember, like, he's got a felony on his record, and he sent me a picture of him holding, like, a gun in his hand, like he was, like, a teenager in the mirror. And I'm just like, bro, how about you hold down a job and take care of your fucking daughter? How about you do that? Why are you sending me this dumb shit? And, we got into this really big argument, and it's already been like 3 years since then, because at the time I'm like, bro, you're pushing 30. And I've gotten into conversations with his baby mama and some of the other family members I have that occasionally talk to him. And I've told them all the same thing. It's like, all he's got to say to at least, because he'll randomly message and call me, and I'm obviously never going to respond or answer. But I've told him, like, all he's got to do is say, I'm sorry. Because obviously he doesn't have to apologize for sending the picture, but it was the argument we got in, because me and him have gotten into various altercations over the years. But it's usually revolved around, like, him not growing up, him still hanging on to all of these like past tendencies that he knows are issues. Like, he's gone to rehab before multiple times. He knows they're issues. We've talked about them. And just the last fight we got into, all he's got to do is say he's sorry. And everybody knows it. Like, my whole family knows it. Like I said, his baby mama knows it. It's just waiting for him to say it. And, I mean, I guess that's just, mine's a far more fucked up version than the One Piece version. But, I mean, like, it really is that simple. I mean, I don't think I'd be cool with him again, at least not right off the bat. It would probably take a few more years. But all he's got to do to at least open up communication is just say, I'm sorry. And you would be surprised when you've fucked up and you fucked up. Just say you're sorry. Don't, I'm sorry, but, like, if you're going to add a but to an apology, because everybody knows, like, anything before you say but never counts. So if you're going to say a but with an apology, like, it had better be the thickest, jiggliest of buts, because if not, it's not going to mean shit. You're better off never doing it. There's like 0.5% situations where that might even be appropriate if you're actually trying to apologize. The other 99.5% of the time, there's no reason to ever but. If you fucked up, just say you're sorry. It really is that easy. Doesn't make things fixed, doesn't make them better, but you can at least start the road to, something. And even if that something is nothing, as in, like, you just make peace with the situation and then you don't talk to the person anymore, then at least that's it. But then there's no more of the feeling that you have when you fucked up and you fucked up and you just haven't said sorry about it. But yeah, that's enough rambling. So I will be back Sunday, probably Sunday night, because Sunday night is Easter. So I'll probably be back Sunday night for episode 258. And next week is 2.5 years officially of One Piece. Episode 260 will be the last episode. So, yep. Till next time, guys. Peace.